Bogart Rippy here at 3699 Ranch. It's early Monday morning, mid-June. Do a little small vegetable garden progress. Mid-June. Got a shaggy lawn. Been mowing 2-3 times a week. Harlow, he's been getting a bath every week. And no progress on those zinnias. And then I even threw marigold seed in there. And it was the same marigold seed I put in the garden, but over here along the hay doesn't get water, and I had no germination, and I got worried about the birds and the bees having no flowers. I have more thistles than anything. I'm gonna have a little garlic. I went over and I bought some seed. Zenna seed. It was 3 boxes for $5 at the dollar store, and each box covered about 10 feet, so I got a 30-foot row. I just drew a line with a hoe and brought a water hose out. Since I got $5 in it, I'm gonna water them every day anyway, and it'll give them a shot of water to germinate. So the clematis is blooming. I forgot I had some seed I could have put over here. This side over here doesn't get the water. Replant that side, but the poppies seed themselves. So the haymaker's been busy, and I have deer out here and everything. That's why Harlow gets out there and gets that seed all over him. So have to give him a bath. These guys shampoo. These guys seed themselves. The seed comes out from underneath there. There's little holes that open up, and the seed comes out. Where this one hasn't opened up yet. And this one's open and dry, and those seeds will come out of there. They're like little grains of sand. So those are the onions that bolted and that were in the way out on the drying rack. We have a lot of bird action out here. The finches are turning yellow. The apple trees are going crazy. I staked a couple peppers yesterday. Mini tiller's been working great, pretty much, yeah. Brand new mini tiller. Those are marigolds, planted the same day out of the same bag as the seed I threw out there. I plan on putting marigolds clear across the front was the plan. I'd have all these flowers instead of vegetables. So where you see that when you pull it in the driveway, well, he's got a load on that truck. That's that racking system like a Home Depot would have. So yeah, cleaned up around with the string trimmer yesterday. Did a meaningful cleaning. Tomato plants are up almost to the top of the cage, aren't they? Those $2 plants. I was afraid a couple of the peppers would fall over, so have a little staking action going on there, and a Florida weave will go in when the time comes. Pulling weeds like crazy. My two-turkey turban. Not sure. I kind of had the idea of a trellis over here. I have a brand new one in the package I could put together. There might be one out there in the junk pile too. I think there is. And I put away that fence. I'm not sure how I'm going to cage this or put a fence up, if anything. Some people just let this stuff grow on the ground. The 3 Rutgers. Yeah, no 2 people farm the same, even 2 brothers. So I've been training these guys up. Those are just pretty cheap little cages. There's not a lot to them as far as support. Yeah, I wish I would have had a whole row of them, but that was the same seed. I put it over there on the side by the hay, and none of them's up. So I don't think it's a seed. It was that there's no water out there along that, and it didn't rain for 2 weeks. I'm really happy with how hot and how nice it's been and mild as far as the storms go. My sweet corn, really happy with that. The popcorn right there, It looks like a fertilizer burn or something. I might have a total loss on the popcorn there. Mexican sunflower, I got a few that I can distinguish the flower because I don't know what it looks like from the weed and the flower. I have a couple of them to where I might see how they go. I'd like to do some more work on the 100 Austrians. But yeah, Mexican sunflower, which is basically, it really looks like a weed. My burnt fertilizer burn, I'm guessing. There are a lot of rabbits out here and bunnies, but yeah, that's like a burn. Giant sunflower. That, yeah, they trimmed them back pretty good, the rabbits did. And then that's okay. But this is the Indian corn, glass, candy, gem. I sowed some lettuce in here. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I had to seed mustard greens. And then that's carrots. Overpopulated carrots. I've been pulling, I've been thinning them somewhat. Weedy onions, asparagus. Out of that little pack, it laid over on me. Cukes. They really had a good day. And here again, I'm not sure if I want to be caging, climbing, letting them grow on the ground. I'm not sure. Have a bad color on the pineapple. Yanked that the third. Three's a crowd. If you don't first succeed, try and try again. So yeah, put down some more Zenna seed. Here's the other marigolds I have. Cayenne peppers on this end, and in the evening they're stressed now, but in the evening they're really stressed over the heat, which is probably good for them. The trees look the best they have been since I put them in. I bought them bare roots, so they needed to grow roots again. And if they were back at the pond, I wouldn't have been able to take care of them. No way, 100 of them. And I'm having enough challenge keeping up with what I have back here. And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and we'll start taking the trees back to the pond. And hopefully they'll do better than the Scots, and I'm pretty sure they will. And one tree that does really well here is a blue spruce tree, I noticed. They really like it here on our property and our area, but they cost maybe 5 times as much, maybe even 10 times as much. But might be doing blue spruce more than pines. I prefer pines, and the spruce tree, if you ever have to cut one up with a chainsaw, it's like cutting up barbed wire. Them things they're really gnarly to handle. So these 4 cayennes are pretty growing more than others. I just got a little stake with a tie strap for now. Then the Florida weed will go in. Red bell peppers and cherry bomb peppers. This pepper here, I'm almost going to yank it. I pulled some leaves off of it yesterday, but this one looks like it's diseased and could infect the others. And there's a healthy one. So that could happen. You'll have leaf curl on your peppers, and last year I didn't have that. There's a pretty good jumbo onion from a set in a way, and didn't do a very good job of pulling. You want to pull the soil away and expose that. And I end up doing it with a water hose sometimes. There for a few days I didn't come in my garden at all. I don't spend much time out here. And so the weeds got away from me, and I started liking to come out here, for 5 or 10 minutes in the mornings, and it's nice and cool out here, and make it look prettier, and you'll have a better yield by multiples without the weeds competing. Gonna have tons of tomatoes, it looks like, at this point. But yeah, June 10th of last year we had a hailstorm, and then always walking on pins and needles in June. At the end of June, it seems like maybe 10 years ago, we had that Drake, June the 28th or 9th on Tuesday afternoon. It was a killer storm. Did billions in damage. And so, yeah, really walking on pins and needles in June out here. The small vegetable garden progress, mid-June, 36.99 range. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bogart Rippy.